Governor Gavin Newsom celebrating a victory tonight in the effort to remove him from office, with the major networks and the AP projecting he has indeed survived.
And here are the results right now, with votes still being counted. No on the recall is out in front by a wide margin, as you can see there at 66%. News Channel 3's Peter Dowd has been following the numbers very closely tonight. And Peter, the election looking to be a blowout so far.
Yeah, blowout's pretty accurate, John and Karen. It looks like Governor Newsom has decisively defeated the recall attempt. Despite Larry Elder leading among Republicans, a large majority of Californians have so far voted to keep Governor Newsom in office. And Elder spoke just moments ago. Take a look.
Let's be gracious. Let's be gracious in defeat. And by the way, we may have lost the battle, but we are going to win the war.
Other notable Republicans in the race, like John Cox and Kevin Faulconer, have called for change in the state despite trailing far behind.
But we do know that a message has been sent to not only the majority party in Sacramento, but to the country as a whole.
As for what's next for myself, I'm going to take the time to talk not only to my family, but my supporters, and figure out the best steps here in the coming weeks to continue to be a fighter.
Top-tier Democrats, including President Biden, campaigned on behalf of the governor to help him keep his job, far outraising Republican opponents. And here's a look at the top 5 candidates who are looking to replace Newsom. Larry Elder led them by a wide margin with more than 1.9 million votes, followed by Kevin Paffrath, a Democrat, with more than 474,000 votes. And in case you didn't know, Riverside County Supervisor Jeff Hewitt also ran in the election, but he only got about 31,000 votes statewide, not even placing in the top 5 candidates here in Riverside County. Live in studio, Peter Dowd, News Channel 3.
Thank you, Peter. News Channel 3's Jake Ingracia continues our recall election coverage live in Rancho Mirage now, with the reaction tonight from Democrats and Republicans here in the Valley. Jake.
Yeah, Karen, here at Drink at the River in Rancho Mirage, this was supposed to be a celebration for the recall movement and a big win tonight. Obviously, it did not go that way. People tell me from inside it was packed and fun earlier on, but once those major predictions came down from the news networks, the vibe here changed and people started leaving.
Governor Newsom has been successful tonight, and I congratulate him.
Randy Economy calls himself the face of the Recall Newsom campaign. He says it was a hard-fought race, but concedes that Newsom successfully defended his position as governor. He says the efforts still made a difference, though.
If we have a problem with our governor or any politician, we have the right to be able to go ahead and hold them accountable. And I think that's kind of the important point that we've been able to make and prove tonight.
At Drink Eatery and Bar at the River in Rancho Mirage, a victory party for Republicans Tuesday dwindled after disheartening early results came in for them. Joy Medicki with the Republican headquarters in La Quinta says it's not over till it's over.
They need to open those ballots before they start making predictions, and that's what they don't ever do.
With Newsom now expected to remain as governor, some California Republicans are already questioning the election's integrity.
Something's going on there, and we are concerned about it, and we'll see what happens.
They're already, without the votes even being counted yet, they're saying fraud. What an insult to the people of California. What an insult to the voters of California.
At the end of the day, people got down to, they said, do I want Larry Elder to be governor, or do I want Gavin Newsom to be governor? And I think the voters spoke overwhelmingly and says, let's just keep with what we know and what we've got.
Now, the Recall Newsom team tonight tells me that they are proud of their efforts, and of course, Governor Newsom does have to run for re-election next year. They say they still plan to hold him accountable. Live in Rancho Mirage tonight, Jake Ingracia, News Channel 3.
Thank you, Jake. Well, the recall effort doing a little bit better in Riverside County than the statewide results, but still losing by around 9 or 10 points. News Channel 3's Madison Weil is at the Riverside County Registrar's office with a look at the work being done there. Madison, that work goes on even after the concessions and the victory declarations and whatnot.
John, Karen, that it does. We've been here at the registrar all day watching this very tedious process, how they have been counting every single vote that's been coming in here today. And this is a process that's going to continue for not only several hours, but for several days. Brooke Federico is here with the county to talk a little bit more about this work that still must be done. And Brooke, these machines right behind us, these are the vote counting machines. Just give us a little explanation of what's happening here tonight.
Absolutely. So this is the next step in the process as these ballots make their way from the polling place places throughout Riverside County into the Registrar of Voters office, they are eventually making their way into this room behind us. We have 10 ballot counting machines, and they will scan in each vote and make sure that it's voted accurately. And they actually go up to about 250 per minute.
And so it's likely that people will be here tonight until around 2 a.m. continuing this work?
That's right. So the machines will catch up quite quickly to the human process, and the human process is still happening where we're getting those ballots in from those polling places. And we expect that that will continue throughout the night to around 1 or 2 in the morning.
And then counting's not going to continue, I mean, it is going to continue for several days, correct?
That's right. It will come in for around several days. We will continue to have ballots come in that were postmarked on or before today. In fact, we have some ballots behind us that are making their way through right now into the ballot counting room.
You can see
we'll be able to get
a live look
shot
right now, proof that the ballots are still being counted here tonight. Thank you, Brooke, for being with us. That's it for us here. We'll be back at 11 o'clock on News Channel 3. For now, live in Riverside, Madison Weil, back to you guys.